host Asfa Murir, and I warmly welcome you all to today's inspiring and knowledge-filled live stream. Today's topic is something that expands your mind, opens new doors, and transforms your entire person and professional journey. And the topic is the benefits of language, learning a new language. In a world that is coming increasingly connected, learning a new language is no longer just a skill; it's superpower. And to explore this exciting topic, we have with us wonderful, intelligent, and highly insightful guest Maya. Welcome, Maya. We are so happy to have you today. Welcome to the session.
Increasingly,
Now
what
let's
was
start
I
our
caught a little.
question. My first question is Maya, why do you think learning a new language is becoming so important in today's global world?
Well, it feels pretty obvious, honestly. The world's just gotten smaller, right? Like you can connect with people across the globe instantly. Knowing another language just breaks down those barriers, not just for travel or business, but for actually understanding different perspectives. And it's less about just being able to say something and more about being able to see things differently, if that makes sense.
Okay, Maya, what are
Still with
the
me? Just
top
checking in.
psychological or cognitive benefits someone experience when they learn a second language?
Ooh, good question. People talk about cognitive benefits a lot. Better memory, improved problem solving skills. But for me, the biggest thing is it seems to build mental flexibility. Like your brain gets better at juggling different ideas and switching between tasks. It's almost like a workout for your mind. Plus, studies show it can even delay the onset of dementia. Pretty wild, huh?
Okay, how does learning a new language improve confidence and communication skills?
It's a good one. I think it's about pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, right? You're constantly putting yourself in situations where you have to try and make yourself understood, and that's inherently a bit scary. But every time you succeed, even in a small way, it builds your confidence. And because you're paying so much attention to how you're communicating, grammar, pronunciation, cultural cues, you become a more conscious and effective communicator in general, even in your first language. It forces you to be more present, I think.
Okay, Maya, can learning another language really improve problem solving abilities and creativity?
Definitely. It's not just about memorizing vocab and grammar. You're constantly decoding and re encoding information. Like translating isn't just word for word, it's about figuring out the underlying meaning and finding the best way to express that in another system. That kind of mental gymnastics strengthens those problem solving muscles. And creativity? Absolutely. Different languages often have different ways of framing concepts, which can open your mind to new perspectives and ways of thinking. It's like getting a fresh set of tools for your brain.
Okay, from a career perspective, how does being multi multilingual provide an advantage?
Valuable to companies that operate globally. It signals that you're adaptable, culturally sensitive, and can connect with a wider range of clients and colleagues. Plus, it can open doors to roles that wouldn't even be available otherwise. Translation, interpretation, international marketing, all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty solid skill to have on your resume, honestly.
Okay, Maya, what role does language learning play in increasing emotional intelligence?
That's a really interesting point. I think it forces you to be more empathetic. You're not just learning words, you're learning about a whole different culture, a different way of life, different values. You start to see the world from someone else's perspective, and that naturally builds your emotional intelligence. You become more aware of cultural nuances, nonverbal cues, and how to adapt your communication style to different situations. It's like it fosters a deeper level of understanding, not just of the language, but people.
Okay, Maya, some people feel they are too old to learn a new language. What would you say to them?
Seriously? That's a myth. It might be harder to pick up pronunciation later in life, but your brain is capable of learning at any age. In fact, there's research suggesting that learning a new language can actually help protect against cognitive decline. It's less about how fast you learn and more about the fact that you're challenging your brain and keeping it active. Plus, as an adult, you have the advantage of life experience and more developed understanding of grammar and language structure. Don't let age be a barrier. It's a really rewarding thing to do, no matter how old you are.
Okay, what are the best and simple set methods beginners can use to start learning a new language?
You mean beginner? Okay, got it. Best methods, I think a mix is good. My daily sessions are way more effective than long, infrequent ones. Like 15 to 30 minutes every day. Apps like Duolingo or Babbel are a good starting point for vocab and grammar. But don't just rely on apps. Find a language partner for conversation practice, even if it's just swapping a few sentences back and forth. Watch movies or TV shows with subtitles. Listen to music. Read simple books or articles. Immersion is key, even if it's just small doses. And be patient with yourself. It takes time and effort.
Okay.
Everything all right,
How,
Asta?
impo-
You
how
seem to
important is
trail off there.
consistency when learning a new language, even if someone only practices 10 minutes a day?
Honestly, it's everything. 10 minutes a day consistently is way more effective than a 2 hour marathon session once a week. It's about building a habit, reinforcing what you've learned, and keeping the language fresh in your mind. Little and often is the way to go. It's like building a muscle. You need to work it regularly, even if it's just a little bit each day to see results.
Okay, Maya.
Consistency, trump, just checking in. All good? Ready for another question?
Yes. How can technology, apps, videos, AI make language learning easier today?
Whoa, that's a complex question. You mean, how can AI powered apps enhance language learning? Okay. Well, AI can personalize the learning experience, adapting to your level and learning style. Things like speech recognition can help with pronunciation, and machine translation can help you understand complex texts. AI tutors can provide instant feedback and guidance. And AI can create immersive learning environments like virtual reality simulations where you can practice speaking in realistic scenarios. It's making language learning more accessible, efficient, and engaging, for sure. Though a human teacher still has a lot to offer, in my opinion.
Okay, what is the biggest mindset shift someone needs to adopt when learning a new language?
Mm, biggest mindset shift? I think it's letting go of the need to be perfect. People get so hung up on making mistakes and that paralyzes them. You will make mistakes. Everyone does. It's part of the learning process. You have to embrace them, learn from them, and not be afraid to sound silly. It's about communication, not perfection. It's about being willing to put yourself out there and try, even if you stumble along the way. That's where the real growth happens.
Okay, thank you so much, Maya, for sharing such wonderful insight. Today's discussion reminds us that learning a new language is not just about words, it's about opening doors, connecting with people, and unlocking new versions of ourselves. To all our viewers watching, remember every new language you can learn adds a new window to your world. Start
You're
small,
very
stay consistent, and believe in your growth. Thank you for joining us. Stay motivated, stay curious, and keep learning. I'm Asfa Munir signing off. See you in the next session. Until then, Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome, Asfa. That was a lovely way to wrap things up.